Hey, what is up everyone, I'm Marco, and today let's answer some questions that you have for me, and let's also talk about my next reaction. First, let's go to the questions, shall we? So, first question is... Okay, this is actually 4 questions, but yeah, sure. From 1080 Easy. What country are you from? Well, I'm from Portugal. I'm Portuguese. That's why I have this accent. You know, Portugal is a really good country. It's actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's like in the top 10 most peaceful countries in the world. So yeah, there's actually not a lot of crime here. The weather's good. Like, we have snow, and we also have some really good beaches, especially in the south of Portugal, in a place that's called the Algarve. You have some of the best beaches in Europe, actually. If you are actually interested in visiting Portugal, I would highly recommend it, actually. I used to work at a restaurant, and I also did some oh god, what it's called? Some internships at a hotel, and from what tourists would tell me is that they really enjoyed Portugal. So the most thing that they said, the thing that they said the most, was that it was a very friendly and peaceful country. So yeah, if you're interested in visiting Europe, if you're not from Europe, and if you are European, well, I think you should still come. Good country. So, from the same person, he has 4 questions. I don't know if I mentioned that, bro. What are some of your favorite movies? Well, let me see. I'm actually not that, like, I'm not super into movies. I'm more of a TV show guy. That's why I have a channel where I'm reacting to TV trailers and TV shows. But some of my favorite movies, let me see. Alien. Really enjoy Alien. Seriously, if someday I happen to catch like a rerun on a cinema and Alien is there, I'll probably go see it. Really enjoy Alien. Like, for example, Alien Covenant. I just watched it like last week, I think, and there are some things in that movie that's like classic Alien thing. Oh, there's that alien egg, let me go see what it's all about, and let me get impregnated with an alien inside of me. You know, the type of thing. But there's also some really cool moments in that, especially when they visit like that city of the engineers. Then there's so many dead engineers all over the place. I was like, holy shit, that's a very cool scene. But yeah, most of the time when I was watching Covenant, I was like, okay, I guess. But yeah, the thing about Alien is that it's just you don't really know the characters. It's just you get like that dinner scene pretty much, and that's the way you connect with them, and that's enough, really, to know who they are. But while they are being chased by the alien, you can also kinda tell their personality. And that movie is where the alien feels the most threatening. just really does feel that they are isolated and trapped with that creature. Really enjoy it. Another movie. Kill Bill Volume 1. It's just, if you go watch that fight scene between oh shit, I don't remember the name of her character, but when Uma Thurman is fighting with the Crazy 88, I think that's what they're called, the ninjas, those crazy ninjas. When I was like, the last time I watched a movie was like 2 years ago, maybe like a year and a half, and I never realized, but that fight scene between her and the ninja guys or samurai guys, whatever you want to call them, that really does feel like an anime. You go watch that scene and it's just ridiculous, like a lot of animes are, and I was like, huh, I never realized that about that movie. And also the actual anime part of that movie, like there really is only some things that animation can do. That's why Dragon Ball wouldn't work and didn't work as a movie, as a live action movie. It's just, there are some things that only animation can do. Well, another movie that I really enjoy, it's, well, the Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Just that scene where Aragorn says to the hobbits that they don't bow to anyone, and then the king bows to them. It's just that scene is so fucking good, so damn good. Like just that old journey of the hobbits and everything they did to help win this war. Then that scene is the payoff, you know. Just oh my god, so good. Yeah. Next question. What is your favorite genre? Well, I don't think I have a favorite genre. Yeah, I just have a pretty wide range of, I guess, taste in movies and TV shows, music. I don't really dislike anything or like something more than anything else. As long as I'm entertained, it's like, who cares? You know, it's just, As long as you have a good story or good characters, it's just, I don't really care. I mean, I watch so many TV shows and every single one of them is different in some way. Like, I mean, I watch like teen dramas from the CW network. I watch Game of Thrones, I watch House of Cards, I watch Peaky Blinders, Sherlock, What else? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I watch animes. I don't really have favorite genre. I have favorites, I guess you could say, like favorite movies or favorite TV shows, but I don't really have a favorite genre. I don't care about that. And the last question is also, have you seen The Wire? It is a great show. I have seen The Wire, but I don't remember. Well, I remember pretty much nothing, really. I saw The Wire like, I don't know, about 9 years ago? 8? Probably. And, well, I was like 16, I think? 17? Oh yeah, by the way, the video that I made here, where I was telling you about this video that I was gonna do in the future, and the next reaction I would do. I told you that in 3 days it will be a special video. Well, it's a special video because yesterday it was my birthday, and I was actually supposed to upload this yesterday, but I thought I would have more time to do the video, which I didn't, which I guess you could say was a mistake. And right now I actually have a bit of an headache. You can try and guess why, but yeah, yesterday was my birthday and I spent a lot of time just having fun. So yeah, that's why this was a special video. But yeah, about The Wire. When I watched it, I was like 16, 17, and I don't remember much of it. I do remember really enjoying season 1, and then I don't know why I kind of got bored of it. I did watch it all, but I don't know, I was really getting bored by it. But you know, it was so long ago that I kinda didn't knew what was good. Like, my taste in things changed so much that I think nowadays I could really enjoy it. Like, for example, I don't think if I had watched Breaking Bad when I was like 15, 16, I don't think I would enjoy it as much as I do now. Just, when you're a stupid teenager, you just don't really care that much or pay attention to things, and you just don't have the maturity to pick up on certain things that I do now when I'm 25. So yeah, I have seen The Wire, but I don't know, I'll probably see it again, and my perception on that show will probably change. So yeah, I hope that satisfies your curiosity. Fuck. So, this is a question, but AOT is so good, I love it. I don't know, I guess we'll find out at the end of this video. Have you ever seen Assassination Classroom from Ian Lothner? No, I have not. I think I know what it's about. I think it's like an alien professor or something, and I think its students are trying to kill that professor for some reason. That's pretty much what I know about it, really. I don't know, maybe in the next reaction poll that I'll make, I might put it there, who knows. Next question is from JZDG3. What is your favorite show you've reacted to so far? Well, I haven't done many reactions since this channel is only about 3-4 months old, I think. But it's probably The Leftovers. If you haven't seen The Leftovers, just do yourself a favor and go watch it. Oh, boy. Oh, just thinking about it. Oh my god. So good. I mean, for example, I never really understood why people tattoo things on their bodies. It's just, I never really understood it. But these last like 6 years, it's when I really 6-5 about 6-5 when I really got into TV shows, like really hardcore. It was only then that I started to understand why people tattoo things on their bodies. I mean, yeah, I started to really watch TV shows like 6 or 5 years ago, but when I really understood the reason why people do that, it's when I watched episode 25, I think. 24 or 25, the last episode of the old school season 1 adaptation of Berserk. I don't know if you ever heard of Berserk or watched Berserk, but episode 25, I think that's not the number of the episode. It's just like that adaptation that was from like 1998, I think. That is a shit animation. Like, there's basically, well, no animation. It's just like a PowerPoint presentation with colors, or maybe just a manga presentation with, they move sometimes, the characters, and with some colors. But that episode, I knew that something messed up was gonna happen in that episode, but I was so shocked by it that when the episode ended, for example, I started the episode, I was on my bed, laying down on my bed, watching the episode. I was like this, and then it was like, what, 10 minutes after, was like this, I think, like with my back on the wall. And when the episode ended, I was like, it was pretty much, I was doing like a sit-up, you know, it was with my legs like this, my body was like this, and I was with my hands on my head, with my mouth open, and I was shaking, because what I just watched was so damn impactful and surprising and shocking that I just couldn't stop shaking, man. I was like, holy shit, this is one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. I just didn't expect it. And I think that was like the first time where I understood why people tattoo things on their bodies. That was like the first time that I thought, if I ever do tattoo something on my body, would be, I don't know, maybe like because when the main character goes through this episode, he gets like a marking on his neck. Maybe I thought that I would tattoo that marking, maybe something like that. And yeah, and then another thing I would tattoo would be from my favorite anime called Gintama, where episode 305 it presents me probably the best, or at least one of the best character developments I've ever seen. It's just basically think of it like this. It's about 303 episodes of character development. Holy shit. Oh, just thinking about it. I've probably seen that episode like 20 times. It's so fucking... Oh, baby. Yeah, and well, how I connect all of this question is with The Leftovers in season 2, episode 6, and then in an episode called Lens, where Carrie Coon's character and Regina King's character are having a conversation. It's like the second to last scene of the episode. I think that's it. Where they have like a 6 or 7 minute conversation. And to be honest, I think that's, if you had like a picture in a dictionary, and next to the word perfection, for me that would be a picture of that scene. That was the first time, and so far the only time, that I described something as having an emotional orgasm. Oh boy. It's just how they directed that scene, and the dialogue, man. It's just, and the acting. Oh, by the way, it is a fucking crime that Justin Theroux, I think that's the name of the actor, the main character, well, one of the main characters of The Leftovers, and Carrie Coon. I know that she's nominated this year for Fargo, but Justin, he didn't get nominated, and The Leftovers didn't get nominated for anything really, and it just pisses me off, man. Oh man, like, that show probably has the best dialogue, at least for my taste. It's just, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Quentin Tarantino's movies, with those long conversations. And the dialogue, man, like Quentin Tarantino's dialogue in his movies, it's really damn good. It's like, and it just reminds me of that. Dude, just thinking about all these things, I'm shaking a little bit. Oh man. Yeah, The Leftovers reminds me of that. And just that whole scene with Carrie Coon's character and Regina King's character. It started really friendly, but while they go through the conversation, and as the conversation is getting more and more intense, like there's basically no sound. It's just the actors. No, the actors in the clock that's ticking in the background. And it's just that, and every time they pan to the other character, the camera is focused on their face even more. And the facial acting on that scene, oh my, oh. Like in season 3, in every episode I would get like chills all over my body for like 3 times each episode. I was just like thinking to myself, this is so fucking good. Oh boy. For example, if you go watch some of my Game of Thrones reactions, I get like really excited and I move a lot and scream a little bit like a girl, but my reactions to the leftovers are it's weird. It's weird trying to explain it. It's just, it's so good. It's like I don't have really words to explain how good it is. It's just, it's so good. It's like it hurts my body in some way. It's like, you know, it's just, yeah. So yeah, sorry about this rambling I went on, but yeah, my favorite show so far that I've reacted to is The Leftovers. Go watch it. Oh yeah, by the way, if you have like some follow-up questions after this video, put them in the comments below. And for example, if you want some answers about The Leftovers and why I should watch it, leave those questions down below and then I'll talk to you. So, oh boy, that question was a bit exhausting. Actually, yeah, I actually got a bit red with that. Oh baby. So, next question. Marty McFly, do you love me? No, not really. I'm not really a fan of the Back to the Future movies. Yeah, I know. I don't mind admitting to that. Also Marty McFly. Oh, okay. These type of questions. I think these type of questions always appear on like Q&A videos, don't they? Or AMAs or something like that. So, yeah, I guess I'm answering this. Okay, sure. Are you an ass or tits kind of guy? Personally, I'm the latter. None of those things. I'm a face kind of guy. And especially a smile. I don't know why, but there's this show called Orphan Black, and the main actress, every time she smiles I'm like, nice. Like a bit pervy, I guess, but her smile, man, oh boy, there's something about that smile. It's just yeah. So yeah, a good face and especially smile. So let's see, if you could go back in time and change any major event, either from your life or history of the world, what would you change? You like mustard on your hot dogs. How old are you? So first, the going back in time. Yeah, like changing a major event is just, even if I did change something, like, you don't know what would be the repercussions to that. I mean, the world could be even worse than it is right now, so it's like, why even bother? You know, it's like, eh. And for my own life, this is a bit a stupid one, but I probably would have never touched League of Legends. Like, I spent way too much time playing that shit. Like, way too much time. And I shouldn't have. Like, my grades in school, it wasn't a good time. So yeah. Do you like mustard on your hot dogs? No, I don't like mustard on my hot dogs. In fact, I don't like mustard at all. So yeah, I'm more of a ketchup kind of guy. And how old are you? Well, I answered on the video a bit before this, but yeah, I'm 25. Just my birthday was yesterday, so yeah, I was 24. Now I'm 25. Next question. Drakendottir. Could you maybe react to Person of Interest? Because nobody is doing that show so far, and it is highly underrated. It needs and deserves more attention. Yeah, I might in the future. My brother, he actually has seen that show, and he says good things about it. And I also have heard good things about it. That of the last few years, it was one of the best network television shows. So I don't know if I'll react to it, but I will probably eventually watch it. Okay, last question now. From Mia Moe. Can you try adding Dragon Ball, Young Justice, and My Hero Academia to the list? Well, I actually kind of answered to them, but to this guy or girl, but I'll give a better answer. I'm actually watching My Hero Academia right now, but I stopped after the tournament that they just had. I'm waiting for the season to end. And Dragon Ball, I'm assuming it's Dragon Ball Super. And since I'm Portuguese, I'm used to the Portuguese voices, the Portuguese dub, and like listening to Goku's voice in Japanese, it's like really fucking weird. And the same thing for the English voices, like I just can't do it, man. Like I'm just too used to the Portuguese dub. I just can't do it, and I'm kinda fine with just knowing the story up to Dragon Ball Z. I'm fine with it. And Young Justice, well, I tried like 1 or 2 episodes, but I can't really explain why. I just couldn't get into it. It's just, I don't know why. It's not that I was bored or anything, but it just wasn't interesting me very much. I don't know, it's just I don't know, I can't really explain why. It's weird, I don't know, really. But yeah, so that was all of the questions. If you have some more follow-up questions, leave the comments down below, and then I'll answer you guys. So now, let's go and see who won the poll. I have actually not seen this since like 3 days ago when I created this, but I'm kinda guessing it will be Attack on Titan. It will be Attack on Titan or Gravity Falls or Doctor Who. I'm guessing. Yeah. For example, Rakugo, I don't think anyone will vote on that, because I don't even know if you guys know that. It's I've heard good things about it, like really good things, from season 1 and season 2 from like last year. I think that it aired last year. It was like an hidden gem of anime the last few years, but I doubt anyone will vote for that. And probably also Broadchurch. I don't think many people will vote on that. Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Attack on Titan. 13 votes. Yeah, second place Gravity Falls. Huh? Lost. Third place. Holy shit. Doctor Who. Damn. I mean, judging by how many people are reacting to Doctor Who, I would have assumed it would have been a bit higher. Okay. So, Attack on Titan, and I guess that's... No, I not guess, but... not guess, but... I bet that if it wasn't subbed, I think less people would have voted on Attack on Titan. Because I know that a lot of people don't like the dub, and I actually don't like dubs in general for anime. I just don't. It's just... You can clearly tell that the voice actor industry in Japan is more talented than, well, in America. You can just tell. Like, they just are able to put a lot more emotions in their acting. Or maybe I'm just wrong, and maybe it's really just my taste, but I just feel that they have more talented people in Japan. I mean, they have been doing this for years and years now, and only recently that anime starting to become popular here in the West. Not just in America, but also South, not just North America, but also South America and Europe. So yeah, yes, I'm reacting to Attack on Titan. I just hope that I won't get many strikes or warnings, because I know that some anime companies from Japan are a bit harsh. So yeah, Attack on Titan. Good to know. And I guess I'll see what all the hype is about. So yeah, and if I wasn't clear on the last video, it will only be 1 episode a week, and it will be every Wednesday. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So as I said, if you have any follow-up questions Leave them in the comments, and well, I guess I'll see you in the first episode of Attack on Titan. So yeah, if you enjoyed this conversation that we just had, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.